It's a podcast. It's a podcast. It's a podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fantasy and Other Stuff podcast. I'm your host, Jonah, and today I want to start off with a sincere apology. From the deepest pits of my heart, from the depths of my soul, I want to apologize because I already messed up. This podcast is on episode 3, and I already goofed. I already gaffed a little bit, if you will. The episode that was supposed to go up on Tuesday did not go up on Tuesday. If you didn't notice, it didn't go up at all. It's gone. It got banished to the shadow realm. It's a long story. Not really. It's not really a long story. It's a boring story. I recorded that episode back home, and then something went wrong, and because I don't have my computer, I can't fix it. So that episode is just, it's in the ether somewhere and I can't recover it, which is sad. So I'm going to have to re-record that episode. It'll go up next Tuesday and you can all just throw tomatoes at me for screwing up already. My bad. Oopsie daisy. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to juggle too many things and like the court jester that I am, they all came tumbling down and collapsed on me. And now I must deal with the ramifications of my actions in that I need to make my first ever YouTuber apology. So here you go. I'm sorry. I forgot that I couldn't fix things without them being on my laptop. So I screwed up. And don't worry, I'm just going to re-record the episode. It was a fun one anyway, and I'm excited to do it again, actually, because I've had more thoughts since then. My brain has grown 10 times bigger. And now I'll be even smarter when I talk about the topic of that video, which, spoiler alert, is my favorite characters. I'm just talking about my favorite characters and why I like them. And I'll get to why I chose that in a little bit, because there is a reason that I chose to make that video. If you're confused why I don't have my computer, it's because I'm in Tokyo right now. If you couldn't tell, if you're watching the video, you're like, hold on a minute. Oh, hold your horses. Where is Jonah at? What is this place? What is this mysterious box that he's in? And it's a hotel. It's a hotel in Tokyo. I just traveled here a few days ago. 2 days ago. I traveled here 2 days ago, and I've been living it up. I've been going balls to the wall, eating ramen, doing stuff. I've been walking around. I'll get into travel stories in a second. I have some other important stuff I must do. But yes, I'm in Tokyo, and this is the first leg of a big trip that I'm taking. I'm having a great time. And I'll tell you all about the story in just a second, because first, I want to thank the patrons for today's video. Not today's video, the patrons for me, just in general, because I got a bunch of new patrons, and it's a part of the deal that if you join Patreon, you get a shout out during the videos. And I believe that the reason this is happening, the reason I've gotten more patrons, is because I announced we're doing a super secret book club on Patreon. It's a secret, so you're allowed to tell everyone. So it's still a secret, I promise. You're allowed to tell people, but it's also still a secret, and there's no getting around that. So, I want to thank... Hold on a second. I want to thank Brian, Matthew Worthen, Austin Jones, John, Eric Kimberly, Rena, Nazim, Shiver7373, and Saeed. You're all absolute GOAT status. You are goated beyond belief. And I'm so happy to have you here in the Patreon. So we're going to have a grand old time. If you feel like joining us for the Super Secret Book Club, you may do that on Patreon during the month or during the year of 2025. We will be reading a book from a different genre every month, and you get to vote on the genre and the book. And then we will read it together. We're going to do like live streams at the end of every month and do like chat discussions in the Patreon. It's going to be great. Great time. Anyways, Patreon section over officially. Okay, let's get into it, man. I've got some fun stuff to update you guys on. So I suppose today is mostly going to be a travel update. I do have some reading updates, which I will start with, but they're sparse. They're somewhat meager offerings for the hungry crowd that's awaiting my voice. So I finished reading Fool's Fate 3 days ago, 2 days ago. I finished it right before I got on my flight. Like, it was like literally the same night because I had to leave at like 5 a.m, and then I finished the book. like a handful of hours before I left. Wait, no, that's not right. I don't remember when I finished this book. I don't know. It was before I left. That's all I remember. And it was fantastic. It was a fantastic book. The entire Tawny Man trilogy was just so dang good. It was so freaking good. Fitz might be the greatest fictional character I've ever come across in my life. The way I understand him and the intimacy that I have with that character as a reader, how well I understand his thoughts, his feelings, his actions is just, I've never experienced that before with any character ever, and it's truly incredible. Robin Hobb is a genius writer, and actually that's what sparked me wanting to talk about my favorite characters for the upcoming podcast episode, was because I love Fitz. But you know, a bunch of characters that I love are very different than him, and my relationship to them is also very different. So I just wanted to chat about why I love the characters that I love and the different effects they've all had on me. So expect that in the next video. But yes, the Tawny Man trilogy, fantastic. Robin Hobb, she manages to make the mundane seem interesting because we're so like laser focused in on Fitz's emotional state and his relationships to people that even just mundane tasks where he's going around making food, he's getting a meal for someone, even that reveals something about how he feels about a character and how he's handling a situation or whatever it is. And those books are really slow. Like the Tawny Man trilogy, it is very slow, but like I swear to God, it passed me by in a blink of an eye. There's not much that happens, especially in like the second book, and the second book was one of my favorite books of the year. It was incredible. I can't even really tell you exactly what major events happened in that book. There really wasn't much that happened. It was mostly just the main character like listening to conversations and like trying to be a dad, trying to be a friend, trying to be just a good man, and he's just meandering about doing stuff. Not necessarily any really big action sequences or crazy plot twists, just Fitz being Fitz. And it was awesome. It was fantastic. The series is so good. I don't know how Robin Hobb pulls it off. I don't understand how she's able to get so into Fitz's psyche and like write him so to perfection. I don't understand it. I don't get it. If I could do that, dude, you know what I would be doing? I would be using my powers for evil. Robin Hobb is using them for good. She's writing just this beautiful story about this man who's, you know, just going through life. And it's a very relatable thing, and it's very easy to love him and very easy to love this story. If I could get that deep into someone's psyche, and like any character's psyche, dude, I don't know what I would do, but it certainly wouldn't be this. I don't know if I would want to do such a touching story. That's not to say that I would be totally evil, but like I would probably write about like a crazy person. I would write a story about some guy who he has a podcast. His name's Jonah, and he's kind of a doofus. You know, he's kind of weird and strange, kind of fucked up in the head. And then I would write about him making his podcast, and that would be my story. Can you imagine that? That's crazy. I bet there's never been anyone in history who's done that before. I bet there's never been a real person who's done that before. A guy named Jonah starting a podcast? Get out of here. Impossible. It's literally impossible. They said it would never be done. They didn't say it would never be done. They said it can't be done, and it can't. It can't be done. I'm definitely not going to do it, but someone else might try and fail. Anyways, that was a dumb tangent. Jarvis, erase everyone's memory. Jarvis, are you there? Yeah, okay. I want you to neuralizer the audience. They can't. Don't let them remember that I just went on that stupid tangent. What's that, Jarvis? Oh, you can't do that? Well, then what use are you? God, get a load of Jarvis, folks. What an idiot. If I sound a little weird, if these ramblings are totally incoherent, it's because I'm very tired. I was up until... Actually, you know what? We're going to play a game. The game is called Guess What Time That Jonah Went to Sleep. All right, and I'm going to need you all to learn how to metaphysically project through space and time so that you may send your answers into my brain right now, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're all wrong. You're all wrong. I went to bed at 6 a.m. I went to bed at 6 a.m. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was a good idea? You know, I never thought it was a good idea. Okay, I went out last night. I'm staying in Shibuya. If you don't know, Shibuya is a very popular district in Tokyo, and there's a lot of stuff going on. There's all sorts of food and bars and cool stuff because it's Tokyo. And last night I was kind of flagging a little bit, getting tired, so I decided to just go find somewhere to sit down. And I found a bar that had karaoke and darts and games, and I was like, hell yeah, brother. I'll go sit down there. At the very least, I'll get to hear some Japanese people doing karaoke, and then I'll go to bed early. That was literally what my intention was. I went in there, and it was empty. I was literally the only person in there. So I sat down, and it's just free flow drinks until you're gone. You get charged like every 30 minutes or whatever. Still ended up being cheaper than what I would have spent on drinks. But anyways, I was the only one in there. Walk in, just me and the staff. I started doing karaoke by myself because I was bored, and one of the dudes on the staff started singing with me, which was really cool. That guy was dope. Although he did, so you know that alligator game where you like press on the teeth, and then one of the teeth makes the jaws clamp shut, and it's like whoever presses that tooth loses or whatever. They had a game in there where they put a bell inside of the crocodile's mouth, and then you play the game, you hit the teeth. Whoever like puts the tooth down that makes it slam shut, the bell goes off, and then they pour you a shot of tequila. What kind of fucked up, what kind of insane psychopath game is that? And the guy wanted to play, he was just trying to get me drunk. I know he was. It's literally his job because, the longer people are in there, the more they get charged. So I'm sure that literally he's like supposed to play games with customers to make them do that. But like, come on. That's evil. That's evil. And I lost like 3 times in a row almost immediately. So that was the first mistake I made. If I hadn't done that, perhaps I would have been in bed at 10 p.m. But I did not do that, so I ended up staying for a while. Some other guys came in. They started doing karaoke too. They started chatting with me because I was just sitting there alone, and I sang a Japanese song. I'm not very good at Japanese, but so there's this artist Vondi. I really like him, big in J-pop, and I can at the very least, I know what the words are supposed to sound like. I don't know what I'm singing, but I did one, and then the Japanese guys are so impressed. Yeah, and I know that sounds like I'm lying, but like they actually were, like they thought it was cool that I could do it. I promise, it's not one of those things where I'm like, and then everyone stood up and clapped. No, like they actually thought it was cool, they told me. So that's real, okay? I'm not a liar. And they started talking to me, and then they wanted to play games with me, and then I ended up drinking more. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Why did I keep going? Anyways. I ended up chatting with them for a while, doing karaoke with them for like hours. And then these other people came in, and one of them was actually Japanese American. I ended up chatting with them for a while. And then they were like, we're going to go do karaoke in like a different place. Do you want to come with us? And my drunk ass said yes. Okay, I went and did it. And then we were there for like an hour, and then they were like, we're going to go to the club. Do you want to come? And I was like, I'll go to the club. And then I went to the club. Why did I go to the club? It was 4 a.m. I did it, though. I went to the club at 4 a.m. And, by the time I was back in my hotel, it was 5:45. This is not usually how I behave, but also I'm 24 years old and I'm in Tokyo right now. So, of course I'm going to the club. Okay. I don't really like going out like that very often, but come on. If I don't do it now, I'm going to look back 20 years from now and be like, you goofball, you don't go do the thing. Go do the life experience. So I went and did the life experience, okay? Would I have felt better today if I had gone to bed early and, just like read a book before bed? Yes. Okay, I would have. But I didn't do that, okay? And there's no going back into the past to change that. I might go out again tonight. Probably not. There's almost no way. I'm so tired right now, but it's fine. And speaking of being tired, I recorded this episode one. Did I already say this? I can't remember. I already recorded this episode one time. And then I got back to my hotel. I went and walked around for a while today. Got back to my hotel and I was like, okay, I'm going to edit this. I listened to the first like 3 minutes. I was incoherent. utterly incoherent. I was so tired when I woke up today, and I tried to film it like first thing. No way. No, it was horrible. I made no sense. It was terrible. Anyways, yeah. So this is my second time recording this episode, which is very funny. But yeah, I'm living the life. I'm going out. Today I went and walked to this famous shrine / temple, and it was like blocked off for some reason, so I couldn't really get there. But I've been there before, so it was a letdown. But whatever. Been eating lots of good food. Today I had curry, eggs, rice, and pork for lunch, which is fire. And you know how much it cost me? You want to know how much it cost me? It cost me like $6, dude. $6 for all that. And it was scrumptious. It was scrumptious as hell. You know what $6 would get me back in the States? Plastic meat from McDonald's. And then I would bite into that plastic meat and I would be like, darn you, Mickey D's. But now I'm here. I spend $6 on the curry pork rice egg bowl, and I'm like, yay, yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Is this not the quality content that you signed up for when you started this podcast? Was that not the most eloquent observation of the culinary arts that you've ever heard in your life? I think it is. Gordon Ramsay who? Imagine if you can you imagine if Gordon Ramsay judged food like that? Like he's in Hell's Kitchen, instead of being like, this is fucking horrible, he just walks up there and he's like, darn you, He gets a dish he really likes and he's like, hooray, ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. That would be great, actually. I would like that. But then he's normal the rest of the time. Like when he's not judging food, he's still the same. He's kind of an asshole and he's like yelling at people. The minute he tastes food, though, he's like reduced to this babbling toddler of a man. Just takes one bite of a well-cooked steak and he goes, oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's really funny. Oh, man. Guys, I'm so funny. I'm the funniest person you've ever met in your life. You don't even know. You didn't even know it. You don't even know. You don't even know. Okay, let's move on before I start stroking my own ego, all right? I think I'm funny, though. I do think I'm funny. That's why I can do this podcast, because I make myself laugh. I can't help it. All right. What was I talking about? I forgot. How did I get on to Gordon Ramsay? What happened here? Oh, I was talking about food. I was talking about the food I ate. I've also been eating a lot of like desserts. I'm probably gonna go get some sushi for dinner in Shinjuku. Very cool. Very demure of me to eat some sushi in Shinjuku. Hold on. Let's say that 3 times fast. Sushi in Shinjuku. Sushi in Shinjuku. Fuck. Okay. Nope. Can't do that. I don't think I'm gonna go out for very long though. I'm so tired, guys. I know I've said that a few times, but I'm so tired. Someone stop me next time. Good God. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So I'm in Tokyo for 3 more days. 2 more days? 3 more days. Saturday, today's Friday. Today's Friday. Saturday, Sunday. I leave on Monday. So really 2 more days. So I do want to go back out tonight and go do some stuff. I don't know exactly what, but I'm going to do something. And then I'm going to be in Bangkok. They did what to the cock? No way. That's gross. Anyways, sorry. I don't know where that came from. All right. I'm going to be in Bangkok. I'm very excited for it. I'll probably do more reading in Bangkok, which I'm supposed to be talking about. This is a book podcast. How did we end up here? Okay, books. I'm reading Dawn by Octavia Butler. That is actually the super secret book club book of the month. So if you want to join in, Dawn is the book. Wow, the intro to that book is phenomenal. I don't want to say like anything. I don't want to tell you shit about this book because I went in entirely blind. I started it on the flight and I read the first like 70 pages. It felt like I just blinked my eyes and it's so good. The beginning of that book is incredible. I don't want to tell you anything about what it's about. It's a sci-fi book. Okay, here's my pitch for it. If you've seen the movie Old Boy, the Korean movie Old Boy, it's sci-fi Old Boy, dude. It's fucking awesome. I mean, so far. I don't know where it's going, but the beginning is amazing. like genuinely incredible. I'm loving it. And I won't have much time to read for the next couple days because I'm going to be out doing stuff in Tokyo. But for one, it's like a 6-hour flight to Bangkok, so I'll probably read a lot of it then. Honestly, it's only like 300 pages long. I'm already almost a third of the way through. There's a decent chance I'll read the entire thing on the flight, which I'm very excited about. And it would be a repeat of something I did last year. Last year, I flew from Vietnam to Japan. This time, it's Japan to Thailand, which is about the same distance on a plane, at least, like the same amount of time almost. And from Vietnam to Japan last year, I read Piranesi on the flight. I read the entire book on the flight. So, might be cool to do a two-peat and this time read Dawn on the flight from Japan to Thailand. Although I've already started that book, so I wouldn't be doing it like cover to cover, but close. Which, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm definitely doing this. That's a great idea. Thank you, Jonah, for that great idea. Did I just refer to myself in third person? Yes, I did. Okay? I just thanked myself for having a smart brain. All right, so that's my reading update. I really don't have much to say there. Another thing, though. I started a reread of One Piece. I am doing a reread with some friends, and I am floored already. I'm only a few chapters in of my reread, and I knew what to expect going in because I love One Piece. I've already read it before. Eiichiro Oda is a goddamn genius. The man he is one of the greatest storytellers that has ever lived in the history of man. And I'm not saying that to glaze. I'm not saying that as like a fanboy. I'm not saying that as hyperbole. I genuinely think he is one of the greatest storytellers that has ever lived. And that is, I'm not capping. I'm not capping. I'm not goofing around here. I mean that shit, okay? The man is a genius. He's a generational genius. Fuck, I love Eiichiro Oda. God, I love One Piece. Okay, anyways, yes, I'm very excited for this reread, and I will be updating you as I read it. It's not going to be like a full reaction thing like I did the first time I read One Piece, but I'll key you in to where I'm at. If you are interested in doing a read-through of One Piece, I am debating creating like a club of sorts just for a One Piece read-through. I haven't committed to that yet. I can set that up whenever because I've already read it, so like I don't necessarily need to be in the same spot as everyone else whenever the book club, One Piece club starts, if I decide to do one. But anyways, I'm loving it, having a great time. One Piece is phenomenal. Of course, I'm excited to reread it. So that's where I'm at with that. On the plane here, I watched 2 movies. I watched Mamma Mia, which I love Mamma Mia. And I watched Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Listen, I don't like supporting J.K. Rowling. I don't really like talking about Harry Potter because it feels like I'm promoting it in some way. Because fuck J.K. Rowling. Trans lives matter. Fuck you, okay? Anyways. I feel pretty strongly about that. So, I don't like supporting her, but it's a plain movie, okay? I don't think she's getting anything out of that, all right? So I was like, I'm just going to watch this movie. It was also just, I wanted something that I'd already seen before that was kind of brainless for me, and that movie is probably my favorite one in the series. It's just really well made. The director, Alfonso Cuarón, is a very good director, and I think it's the movie from that series that has the most, like, style to it. Like, the most, like, I don't know how to explain exactly what I mean here, but, like, you know how there's, like, a certain vibe that, specific movies have where like it feels like a season almost. The Prisoner of Azkaban feels like autumn. Like I don't know how to describe it apart from that. It feels like fall, and a lot of that has to do with the way that the movie's shot and like just a lot of the, I don't know. Alfonso Cuarón just understood the vibe of Hogwarts. I feel like the vibe he captures in that book is the vibe that I have in my head when I would read the books when I was a kid. So I think that he kind of nailed it there. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I can't lie, okay? I'm not going to cap. I'm not Steve Rogers. I'm not going to cap. I am not Cap. Me no Cap. Can you tell that I'm tired, right? Can you tell that I'm a little bit delirious? Anyways, okay, we're reaching the time mark. I need to wrap this up. I also want to go get some food, and I want to go walk around a little bit in the Tokyo, the neon bath of Tokyo. That's not a great metaphor. That's fine. I want to go do it, though. So, yeah, I'm going to leave you here. I will see you in just a few days when the next episode comes out, which I will probably record tomorrow or the next day. And I'm very excited to chat with you all again. Hopefully next time I will have rested and my thoughts will be a little clearer, and I won't sound like an absolute buffoon. Okay, so that's what we're going to hope for. All right, so let's link arms in a prayer circle that Jonah will remember to go to bed at a reasonable time. All right, so let's all hold hands together. All right, hum hum. Okay, we're doing a ritual, not a prayer circle. Hum hum hum. Okay, we sent a message to future me. Okay, you could have all been mentally sending a message to me, but really it just needed to be me sending a message to me, and I just wanted to hold your hand. So we held hands. Look how cute we are, adorable. Anyways, okay, let's wrap this up before I go down another rabbit hole. All right. Until next time, folks. I hope you're happy and healthy. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.